Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. This is still your instructor, Sir Crip Anthony E. Ramos. And for this session, what we'll be talking about is, of course, the essentials in studying culture, society, and politics. So, just like what I've asked you in your during your asynchronous session in your Google Classroom, okay? So I've asked you what can you say about the saying, okay, which has been introduced by Joseph Fichter that a person may actually escape society for a while, but he can never escape culture. So that was actually the proposition of Joseph when it comes to culture. But let's go ahead and discuss this one by one as we go ahead and check about the essentials in studying your culture, society, and politics. So definitely, class, if we're talking about the UCSP or understanding culture, society, and politics, this would actually fall under a social science. Now, so what is social science? So if you will ask what is social science, definitely, class, this is a branch of discipline or branch of science that deals with human behavior in its social and cultural aspects. So simply put, if we're talking about the branch of science which will be dealing with the social and cultural aspects of the human behavior, that would be social science. Okay? It is also called as the field of human knowledge that deals with all aspects of the group of life of human beings. Therefore, it is subject to change with the changes of the human behavior. So as we all know, di ba, lagi natin sinasabi that there is no permanent thing here actually aside from change. And since change is occurring for all of us, okay, day by day or year by year, definitely our human behavior is also changing. So if we're talking about social science and it is deeply rooted on our social and cultural aspects, definitely it is subject to change. No? Nagbabago siya from time to time. So also, it includes anthropology, sociology, political science, economics, psychology, and geography as its branches. So class, just a trivia, it is also being called as soft science if we're talking about the social science. No? So if we're talking about social science, this is also called as the soft science simply because no, ito ay pumapatungkol sa social at saka sa ating kultural na aspeto. Okay? So, going to the natural science, no? Karaniwan sa inyo, most especially those persons no na kumukuha ng STEM. Okay? Yung kumukuha ng STEM, no, definitely they are part of a natural science. So class, natural science on the other hand is a branch of science that deals with the natural world. Its processes, elements, and even composition. So simply put, if we're talking about the natural science, ito na yung physical world natin, ano? So yung processes, elemento, yung mga composition. So let me give you an example, chemistry, physics, no, those are actually part of your natural science. So what is the difference between natural science and social science? So the main difference between natural science and social science is that natural science studies natural events, whereas social science studies the human society. Or let me give you an example. So if we're talking about the issue, say for example, if you will recall, nagkaroon tayo ng trahedya when it comes sa pagputok ng Mount Taal, hindi ba no nakaraang taon, in which lahat tayo ay nagulantang kung bakit lalo tayo mga taga Metro Manila. We were actually surprised na meron palang ganung pangyayari, no? So if we're talking about the natural science or the natural scientists would actually be concerned kung ano nga ba yung halimbawa composition ng abo, no? Ano nga ba yung composition ng lahar na ibinubuga ng Mount Taal. So that would actually be part of your natural science. But if we're talking about social science class, no? Ang merong concern dito or kanilang concern is actually yung human society. What do I mean? No? So let me give you an example. Kung ang gustong malaman ng mga natural scientists ay ano nga ba yung composition, no? Paano pa yung proseso, gaano pa ba katagal magtatagal itong eruption ng Mount Taal. Ang mga social scientists naman ang gusto nilang sagutin ay yung mga tanong na paano kaya magbabago ang pamumuhay ng mga tao after ng pagputok ng bulkan? No? Or say for example, nagtatanong ito malamang sa malamang, ilan dito yung babalik sa hindi na babalik. So that is actually part of your social science. But class, UCSP is actually major, okay? So it is actually if we're talking about UCSP, that is actually if we're talking about the major part of it, it is actually social science. But hindi mawawala yung natural science pag-aaral natin ng UCSP. Okay? Because later on, you'll know that this is actually also essential in studying your culture, society, and politics. Right. So since we're talking about your culture, society, and politics, there are actually three fields that we will fare about in studying the subject. Okay. So the first one would be sociology. If we're talking about sociology, no, going back to its etymological definition, so sociology came from the word socius, which means companion, and the Greek word logos, which means to study. Okay, so simply put, it is a systematic study of human relationship along with society and interaction. And it is actually dealing with the social problems that affect behavior of an individual and a group, and it addresses solutions to mitigate the phenomenon which cannot be explained by mere physical experiments and investigation. Okay, so just like what I've indicated in your module, so these are the following areas of sociology. So we have the social organization, social psychology, human ecology, applied sociology, population studies, social change, sociological theory, and research. Okay, so going to our society. Okay, so we will actually fare about your anthropology. Okay, so anthropology, going to its etymological definition, it came from the Latin word anthropos, which means man, and also the Greek word logos, which means to study. So simply put, it is dealing with the aspects of human beings, including their biological evolution and social and cultural features that definitively distinguish humans from other animal species. So lahat ng mga pinagkaiba natin, no, sa iba't ibang sa iba't ibang mga species, kagaya halimbawa ng kalabaw, ng unggoy, ano nga ba pinagkaiba ng tao, it is actually being talked about or studied using anthropology. Okay? So the following are the branches of anthropology. So the first one would be the cultural anthropology, which is the study of people with their variations and progress in terms of culture. So if you will go back to the culture of the previous civilizations, or say for example of a certain community, that is part of your cultural anthropology. Next would be linguistic anthropology. So simply put, from the word itself, linguistic, this is the study of language. Okay, so but take note that it is not exclusively among humans. Okay, so in dealing with the linguistic anthropology, hindi lamang ito verbal. Okay, so if you were able already to take the oral communication subject, definitely you were already able to fare about that communication is not about a verbal communication only, but also we have the non-verbal. So this linguistic anthropology would also deal with the different communication patterns, communication origins, and even the history. No? So be it verbal or non-verbal. All right. So archaeology, this is actually the quite popular branch of anthropology in which you're studying past human cultures through their material remains. So it can be in the form of artifacts, or even in terms of fossils. Okay? So ito yung mga tipong naghuhukay sila ng buto, no? Or you may also use artifacts like say for example yung mga pinagdamitan ng mga tao. So that would be part of your archaeology. Biological anthropology class would be the study of humans as biological organisms. That would also include their evolution and contemporary variation. So also, applied anthropology would be the branch of anthropology which will analyze social, political, and economic problems and develop solutions to respond to present problems. Okay, so going to politics. So politics would actually, the best way to study politics is of course dealing with political science. Okay, so you will not be able to study politics if you will not be equipped with the different concepts and ideas about political science. But what is political science? So political science class is a discipline in social science which is concerned primarily in your state, your government, and your politics, and it would also focus widely on political theory and its practice and the analysis of political systems and behavior. So in my field, no, so since I'm a political science graduate, there are different areas of political science, and let me enumerate it one by one. So the first one would actually be political theory, and it would deal with the accumulation of principles identifying with the basis, structure, conduct, and operations of the state. Or let me give you an example. Tama pa ba na meron tayong demokrasya sa bansa natin? No? So that would actually be part of political theory. Baka kasi mamaya isa sa inyo magsasabi na, "Sir, I think it is already not applicable in our country." No? Maaari kayo mag-formulate ng another theory that, "Sir, ang nababagay sa Pilipinas ay ganito pong theory or ganito pong paniniwala or approach." Okay? Public law class, it pertains to laws or ordinances which control the framework of public governance. So simply put class, ito yung madalas na nagiging connotation na ang political science ay pre-law course. But take note and and please be reminded and please be informed that political science is actually the mother discipline of law. No, lahat ng nag-aabuga siya or mag-aabuga siya sa inyo, definitely class ito ay parte lamang ng political science. That's why it is actually unfair to say that political science is a pre-law course, simply because public law or law is actually one part only of political science. Okay, so my master's degree, this is actually public management or public administration. It will serve as your academic discipline that studies civil service and governance. So let me give you an example. Tama pa ba yung mga nagiging pamamalakad halimbawa ng mga cabinet secretaries na Duterte? Tama pa ba halimbawa yung mga nagiging hakbangin halimbawa nila Secretary Briones when it comes to DepEd, nila Secretary Duque sa DOH? That would be part of your public management or public administration. Political dynamics would be an aspect of political science which are concerned with the relationship of different societal forces that dictate political opportunities and actions. Let me give you an example. No, so halimbawa pagdating sa eleksyon, makikita ninyo that there are different factors that might affect the result of the election, and that is part of political dynamics. So let me give you an example, a concrete one. So kung merong mga taga-iglesia sa inyo, no, or may mga iglesia sa inyo, definitely you are part of political dynamics. Bakit? Kasi isa kayo sa mga kinukonsidera ng mga politiko or ng mga tao na nag-aaral ng politika simply because makakaapekto yung relihiyon, no, lalong-lalo sa inyo na say for example yung mga taga-iglesia na kung saan merong black voting, no, na whether they like it or not, no, meron silang kailangan sundan na kandidato. No? So that would be your political dynamics. So we also have government and business. It gives importance to the regulatory and governmental function to corporate or business entities concerning the national economy. So class, take note na yung ating gobyerno hindi lamang ito public public sector, no, or hindi lang siya hindi lang siya public in nature. Meron din siyang private or corporate in nature. Ano ibig sabihin? Hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon, serbisyo publiko lang ang inatupag ng gobyerno. Meron pa rin mga negosyo, no, yung gobyerno na kung saan dito sila kumukuha ng mga pera, no, na pangtutustos sa kanilang mga programa. Let me give you an example. No, yung mga tipong SSS, no, ayan, Pag-ibig, that is actually government owned and controlled companies, no, na kung saan kumukuha rin sila ng kita mula dito. Okay? So even yung PhilHealth na kung saan meron ding mga nawawalang kayamanan that is actually quite crucial sa atin, lalong-lalo na ngayong mga panahon ng pandemya at saka ng mga sakuna So definitely that is part of your government and your business. Okay? Legislatures and legislation, simply put, it would actually be your organization of legislature, paano gumagawa ng batas, paano isinasagawa yung paggagawa ng batas, yung proseso para maging batas ang isang panukalang batas, that is part of it. International relations class, definitely this would be a relationship towards another country or another state. So this would actually be in the form of technological or political policy in which makakaapekto ito sa ating sa ating pamamahala or sa ating pamumuhay, no? See for example, yung pakipag-ugnayan ng Pilipinas sa China, no? So that is actually part of international relation. The moment na minura dati ni Duterte si Pope Francis, no? That is actually part of international relations that can actually mitigate or even worsen, no? Pwedeng mapabuti or pwedeng mapasama yung ating bansa. So that's why class, very crucial itong international relations. So that is part of political science and pag-uusapan natin siya. At dahil tayo ay part ng international community class, and definitely meron tayong international law in which it is a system of agreements and treaties that entails responsibilities of one state into another. And we also have the comparative government. So simply put class, this would be the comparison of the government. So say for example, anong pinagkaiba ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas sa gobyerno ng Amerika? Anong pinagkaiba ng gobyerno ng Thailand sa gobyerno halimbawa ng Japan? So that would be the comparative government in which you are looking into the government structures of two different countries or more. Okay? So ano importansya or kahalagahan pag-aaral ng culture, society, and politics? So in terms of culture, class, of course, we need to see man's relationship to his environment and of course appreciate the contributions of culture in our lives. Kasi nga sabi kanina, hindi ba? Hindi natin matatakasan itong culture, no? Laging magiging parte ito ng ating pagkatao. On society class, societies are formed through social interaction of its members, and these members need to understand their roles and functions to propagate pattern behavior in a structured society. That balang araw class, no? Of course, you will be garnering, no, and you will be assuming a role or function that you will be playing here in our country or society. In terms of politics class, each society possesses distinctive characteristic of political structure, and political science deals with primarily in the study of government and the state processes. And simply put class, lahat kasi na magiging lahat na magiging desisyon ng ating gobyerno at ng ating estado ay definitely lahat tayo ay maapektuhan. Hindi lamang tayo, kundi yung mga henerasyon pa na susunod sa atin, yung magiging anak at magiging apo natin. Okay? So I've summarized the goals of anthropology, sociology, and political science. So in terms of anthropology, okay, it would want to internalize the concept of individual differences and diversity. Gusto rin nito makita ano ba yung pagkakapareho among humans, ano? And also, yung sinasabi dyan na makita yung cultural patterns objectively. Okay? In terms of sociology naman class, no? It would want to obtain theories and principles about your society, and also it would want you to examine social roles within the society so that later on, of course class, you will know kung ano nga ba yung magiging parte mo sa ating lipunan. And lastly, under political science, it would want you to understand civic skills and human ideas for public participation, examine the operations of the government, and equip us with intellectual resources that will harness us to greater heights. Simply because class, ngayon, no, lalong-lalo ngayon na nalalapit yung election, of course, no, kung magkakaroon tayo ng maling pagdedesisyon, panibagong 6 na taon na naman tayo maghihirap. No? Or say for example, kung magiging matalino kayo sa pagdedesisyon, definitely magkakaroon tayo ng 6 na taon na magiging maayos yung ating bansa. Okay? All right. So that would actually be our discussion about the essentials in studying culture, society, and politics. And I would like to grab this opportunity to thank everyone who attended this session, and I hope to see you next session. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you on our second session.